Today, we will talk about how to build an elevated deck step by step. Let's have a look at the details. An elevated deck, also called a raised deck, offers a great outdoor extension of your indoor living space. While it's not a job for beginners, adding a deck is a good project with the right planning, skills, and equipment. We'll walk you through the process from start to finish, so you can build your own elevated deck so you'll know what the job involves if you decide to hire a pro. The first step is putting your plan together. Research your local building codes and permitting process. The size and weight-bearing capacity of elevated decks are nearly always controlled by local building codes, so be sure to contact your locality's code office before beginning your project. You'll probably need to obtain a building permit as well in order to build an elevated deck. Contact your local utilities to mark any buried lines on your property. Do this even if you think there's no way there are any buried gas, water, or electrical lines in the area where you're going to build the deck. It's much better to be safe than sorry. Find out what the frost line is in your area, if applicable. If you live in an area that gets cold winters, the frost line is the average depth to which the ground freezes. You need to dig at least 6 inches below the frost line to install your deck piers and support posts. Plan out the dimensions and building materials for the deck. Instead of just guesstimating the layout and materials list for your deck, create a specific plan for it. To simplify the process, work with an architect or engineer. The second step is attaching the ledger board. Mark the top and bottom lines for the deck on your home. Remove any siding so you can mark the lines on the sheathing underneath. Cut the ledger board and its opposing board to length. Mark the joist locations on the ledger board and its opposing board. Start at the left side of the ledger board, marking on it the location for the left side rim joist. Do the same for the right side rim joist. Secure the joist hangers in place with nails. Set a joist hanger so it's centered over one of the spacing lines you marked for the joists on the ledger board. Attach the ledger board to the house with lag screws. Line up the ledger board with the lines you put on the house, then temporarily tack it in place with nails. The third step is setting the footings and posts. Mark out and dig holes for the footings. Set pier forms in the holes and add concrete. Place a tubular concrete pier form typically made of either plastic or heavy-duty cardboard into each hole, and trim the tops of each form as needed, so they're all level. The sink anchor bolts into the concrete while it's still wet. Secure the post bases to the footings once the concrete is dried. Connect the wood posts to the post bases. Set one of the posts down into one of the post bases. Check for fit and positioning. Then move the post and fully tighten the nut on the post base's anchor bolt. The fourth step is laying the floor structure and decking. Secure the ledger board's opposing board to the posts. Once you confirm the board is square and level, attach it with lag screws or lag bolts. Attach the rim joists to the ledger board and its opposing board. Secure them in place with galvanized nails or decking screws. Attach the remaining joists to the joist hangers. Before installation, look down the length of each joist and check signs of bowing. Install the deck boards on the joists. The other deck boards can be cut to length after installation with a circular saw or jigsaw. And the fifth step is adding skirting, railings, and stairs. Cover the rim joists and beam with a skirting board if desired. Install deck railings according to code. All elevated decks need railings as a safety measure, and your local building code will dictate elements such as height and spacing. Build stairs as needed for deck access. Thanks for watching this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel if you like our videos.